This is your boy Dino, aka your Solid Five.
And Nicotine Berry Creep, Creeping It Real, and
We
we
are the
are the
Boo
Boo
Crew.
Crew.
Today we
Boo.
got a special guest today.
That's
We
right.
got we got Luke Speakman of the the fantastic, wonderful movie Weapons
In the flesh.
in the flesh.
Welcome.
We have Thanos' son in the flesh.
Thank you.
So, before we talk about the incredible movie Weapons, I kind of want to backtrack because I was checking out some of the old, the stuff you did when you were a little bit younger. Um, so I had some questions about those things. Like, for one, you did the Amazing Stories with Spielberg, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Or
So
an
I did
episode of it.
Amazing Stories was my first ever audition, my first ever callback, my first ever booking. So literally, I just got in the acting world. My mom's like, "Yeah, this is gonna go somewhere," and then I do it. Oh my God, he booked a movie with Steven Spielberg. Now, at the time, I thought Steven Spielberg was just, I. It wasn't like this huge, legendary, one in a lifetime if you meet him, like all this stuff. Like no, like, and so I never met him. I might have, but I probably didn't remember. And so it wasn't until I watched the Jaws, or not Jaws, and I've not watched Jaws yet. Until I watched the first ever Jurassic Park. That's when I went, oh, that's the guy. That's him, huh? And then I did research and I realized Jaws, Jurassic Park, big name movies. I'm like, oh my goodness, no wonder
Yeah.
it's a big deal.
Huge.
That's a huge.
I was
How old were
actually
you
going to
then?
ask you if you
You were
remembered him
five
on set. So,
you were 5 years old, weren't you?
Yeah, so I'm 12 right now. I was 5 years old, and I was the only set I remember, or the only thing I remember was taking a picture right in front of the I need to think. I need to process what's going on.
Take
Um,
your time.
um, taking a picture right out of our trailer. There we go. And I remember after filming the scene, because it was late at night, like 10 a.m., which was late
Yeah.
back then. I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed, because it was actually a really comfy bed, and they had some cool effects going on, and I'm like, okay, so this is what every other day is gonna be like for me. Got it. Me not realizing that that's a one in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's stuff that you don't realize when you're a kid. So,
that's
yeah.
just,
That's crazy.
yeah, no
That's
pun
pretty
intended, but
cool.
that's amazing.
That's fantastic, yeah.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
So who
And,
who pushed you into acting? Like does it run in your family or
So there's actually a little story to it. And it all starts when I was a little kid, around 3 years old. And I started talking when I was like 2 years old and all this stuff because, I'm just I'm just crazy like that. And so when I was younger, I had a over crazy amount of emotions and energy and like all that stuff and all that stuff. And so my pediatrician was like, "Okay, if he does this in school, he's probably not gonna do well. So either you're gonna have to channel it somewhere, or you're gonna have to compress it." My mom was like, "Compressing doesn't sound fun. Let's
yeah.
channel it." So we channeled it, sort of. My pediatrician was like, "Hey, so either how about you try? Well, first let's try theater." I did theater. I hated it. So then I go to and then my pediatrician was like, "Hey, why not you try acting?" I loved it. Now, the funny thing is that I don't really remember doing much of theater. I might have done both at the same time,
Yeah.
but it's more appealing if I say it my way. So, now, so yeah, that's basically how I started acting. And so technically, it is the pediatrician, my
Yeah.
pediatrician. So now, thanks to my pediatrician, I'm sitting here talking with both of y'all.
That's right.
Awesome. How do you feel about doing theater in the future?
Now, I did theater during the strike due to well, the strike, and because the only thing was up that was theater. Now, I don't expect myself much to do theater at all,
Mhm.
unless if it's just like, oh hey, um, your best friend is doing this, he needs your help. Sure, I'll do it. But I'm not gonna go on full like audition and like all this stuff. Just
Yeah, yeah. You're going
Oh,
in a
that's
whole
a
nother direction.
yeah, it's a whole different ball game too, for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. Theater is more like or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just recalling the latest thing that I've seen in a movie of them doing like
Yeah,
real theater because closest thing that I've seen to theater was my sister's school play of High School the Musical. So
yeah.
there we
I
go.
feel like theater is more like projecting than
Yeah, and the
acting.
yeah.
acting can be projecting like, but like usually it's more grounded, it's more serious, and it's very like, which is funny because my pediatrician's like, you need to channel these emotions. So, and then I'm just I'm doing very serious, more like weapons roles now.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know. Theater terrifies me because like if you're in a live performance and you bomb, you do something that you're not supposed to do, you're in front of a live audience.
Hmm.
So then you have to recover, like
Yeah,
pretty quickly. So
like I can't imagine doing, I don't know, Romeo, random thing, and like all this stuff, and you're about to do it, you're about to be perfect. Line, like what? Or not like what? That would be very embarrassing. That would be
Yeah,
very embarrassing.
we,
you'll start
we've
like
talked to a couple of people like
yeah.
that.
So I watched a part in Invisible Raptor.
Oh, which part?
So well, I mean your whole like scenes. So
Okay.
okay, so
Oh, the
I wanted to
E.T. scene?
know how many times did you have to watch a dinosaur like rap dance thing?
So actually, the only part that we saw was the dancing. We didn't see any of the table collapsing, or at least I didn't. Like, I didn't see the
Mhm.
table collapsing. I didn't see the boom. Like, I didn't see any of that. The only thing I saw was the dance, and I saw behind the scenes, and we saw it 2 times. So we saw the dance part 2 times, but I did not know the slam dunk happened. I forgot about the slam dunk, but yeah. So
And it
that's
must have been very uncomfortable for the guy doing that part, but
So
so
what made you take a turn? Because I noticed that you've been in movies like How the Gringo Stole Christmas and Our Dream Wedding, and then all of a sudden you did like The Invisible Raptor, and then you went to The Exorcist, which I just watched last night, and I saw that you played Corey, which was the priest's son at the end. What made you take a turn? From doing that to going to horror.
well, right now, honestly, if I get an offer, oh
You gotta
yeah.
take it. Yeah.
So like honestly, I would do anything honestly. Like if
Yeah.
it fits in my schedule, if I get to travel, that's a plus and it's just if it's overall just great, see ya. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just so but I guess me just doing Invisible Raptor and just my and that builded a resume to then get Exorcist. That builds another resume to then get weapons.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now, of course, like Steelberg, Amazing Stories helped a lot, and
Oh yeah, of course.
yes, Our Dream Wedding, yeah, that like everything helps.
Yeah.
All that stuff helps. So yeah, it's exciting.
Do you want to stay in horror? Is that like do you see yourself just staying in horror movies?
I mean, why not, honestly? I like watching horror movies because when I actually watch them for the first time, I'm like, so that's how they did it.
Yeah.
Because you see these, like, the behind the scenes and, like, these super cool effects and, like, all this stuff. And I'm like, huh, I wonder how that's going to play in the movie. You
Hmm.
see the movie, That's really cool. That is really cool. I
Yeah.
That's
like
exactly
that.
how I was when I was your age. When I was watching all these, horror films, especially back then, I was like, how do they do all these things? It's crazy. And then you watch all the, special features, yada yada yada. You learn who the designers are, and we got
Mhm.
like Tom Savini that did like 40 years of horror special makeups and all that stuff, and it's just fascinating.
Yeah, I'm still like
Yeah,
that now. I'm
like
still amazed.
when you see the actual process of how movies are being made, you will have so much more respect for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even funny. If you see how long it takes to make a 0.5 second scene, or not even for an animation movie, it just, wow.
Yeah.
Well, now they're getting more advanced, but back then they had to hand draw every single detail,
Yeah. Yeah.
which, wow.
Wild.
I'm just saying that,
Wow.
wow.
So here's something. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Do you? So you were on the Young Rock.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I was
I
just a little
was,
confused
I was
there.
hoping you got that.
Sorry. Um, I was on the Young Rock, and it was pretty fun. Yeah, it was one scene, and it was a great experience. So first, with the set and crew, everyone was so nice, and the cameraman actually let me go on the little roller thing. You know that they have these like kind of big roller, kind of like um so it's like hardware, like machine that goes like this and then it extends really high,
Hmm.
stuff like people would use to get like to people, like, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about, nor what it is called.
Hmm.
It was kind of like that, but really small, and it was really cool because he pushed me like kind of back and forth, and I saw how smooth the camera rolled compared to
Yeah.
mine, where I'm just trying to create that with my iPad.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
iPad
so
video.
before that, did you have like any experience watching any wrestling at all?
Any
Like watching pro wrestling?
No, I actually have never watched any like wrestling before. I didn't even know that The Rock ever did wrestling, honestly. I'm
I mean,
just being honest. I didn't know he did wrestling.
Yeah, we grew up with all that stuff.
yeah,
So like it blows our mind to see The Rock starring in all these movies now when like where he came from like Rocky Balboa, dude. So it's just crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, we
But
watched him like start wrestling to like now he's the biggest movie star in the world.
I know. It's all playing Black Adam.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. Sorry.
So
It's
I
mind
have
blowing.
lost my mind. Okay? I've officially lost my mind, and I love it. I
So
love
let's jump out of your acting real fast and let's talk about your pastime. You see, like playing baseball and stuff that you training for American Ninja Warrior. I would like to hear about this. And you like studying piano and playing chess. And you have a golden retriever.
it. Are you stalking me?
It's our job to know
maybe.
these things.
No, that's fine. So, okay. All right. So, I do baseball,
Okay.
and I was on the East Marietta Spikes 12U Team 2. Very specific, I know. But basically, what that team was, it was for Cooperstown, and
Okay.
Cooperstown was amazing. By the way, our team won 2 championships
Oh,
completely,
nice.
2 tournaments. So, hello. No, we did not win Cooperstown, okay? Okay, I just want to say
You
in
still showed up.
Cooperstown, our tallest player was considered short,
Wow,
and he is twice my height.
that's
Okay,
insane.
I'm 4'7". He's like 5 foot, like 6, something like that
Yeah.
high, and I'm just over here. How's the weather up there? There is a actual picture. There is a actual picture of me playing second base, and I neck straight up, 50 degrees, talking with the guy on second,
Mhm.
and it's hilarious. It's just really funny. Now, so
Question.
And
So,
then, yeah, good.
just really fast. So, like, just to like, we're not gonna talk about weapons yet, but there's a scene in Weapons to where like you're shown in baseball uniform, like on the team. Did they use that photo from your experience?
No,
Okay.
no. So actually, we filmed
That's a good
weapons
question.
before I was on Spike's team. We filmed
Oh,
weapons
okay.
before I was on it completely. So no, but the people there did play a baseball team,
Yeah.
and they were actually a pretty good team. Which which I believe so. It was a local team, yeah, but I think we played them as Spikes. Yeah, I think we did. And I think we did eliminate them in Cooperstown, I'm pretty sure, because we eliminated 2 people
Hmm.
in Cooperstown. So, hey, we made it to the third round. That's better than nothing.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
so,
played, yeah, I played softball growing up, and I was terrible. So,
so, now here's the thing. I'm on a 14U team, and I am the new year. That's what they call it. So there is a new year and an elder for the 14. And the thing is that when there's New Year, there's like these tall, good players, and then these somewhat. I'm just. Oh, this reminds me of Cooperstown. Hello, because what happens is basically at the first level, it's like 8U. There's like 100 people. No, not really. I wish. There's a ton of people because they're just like, okay, you do this. It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
and it basically gets cut in half. And the only people who really like playing baseball goes to 13/14U.
Yeah.
And I love baseball, so of course I'm up there. And so, yeah, and usually those are like the bigger, more like, I'm tall people. Yeah.
Yeah. What position do you usually play?
I play catcher, third, second. I don't really play short and all of outfield.
Nice. What's your favorite baseball team?
The Atlanta Braves, easily.
Okay.
Atlanta Braves.
San Francisco Giants.
yeah, it's weird. It's weird to say that because like I was a Braves fan growing up too, only because like my family were like heavily celebratorial of the like Native American side, So anytime I see like the Braves, I was like, oh, when I was a kid, I was like I kind of gravitate towards that. So I would always like root for them instead of the Giants. But
Hmm.
now I just don't care.
Did
Well,
you watch?
oh,
Go
sorry.
on. Go on.
So
No, you go.
I root for the Braves mainly because I live in Georgia. But funny story, when the Braves won the World Series, I was first getting into baseball when they won the World Series. I'm like, why is everyone running onto the field? Like, they just won a baseball game. Is it that serious? Like, what's going on here? Because, when you're younger, you don't realize. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just had I'm just curious about you have a movie coming out eventually. I didn't see a date on it yet.
I have 4
Well,
movies that are going to be coming out.
Oh
But I
wow.
can't say when they release because I don't know. 2 of them I have not filmed. And once they release, then they're all pretty big. So
That's awesome. That's good.
yeah, I'm so excited for them to come out. And one of these upcoming films, I get to go to Brazil. Yeah,
Wow.
sorry. So there's something. I'm just gonna make something up. So I have a reason and I have something to blame it on. I
Okay.
have brain glitches that glitch my brain sometimes. So either it's when I can't speak or it's just in general. Like, so yeah.
And that's why you're an actor.
So also tomorrow there is an online premiere. The link is on my Facebook. It's called Howl of the Dead. It's a short film. You didn't put the name. You didn't put the time. And it starts at 12.
I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
But
totally not reading it off of a piece of paper.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
actually
not
very
really.
excited about that because I saw the teasers for it, and I
Oh,
was like,
it's a great short. I watched it because I got to go to the premiere.
I'm
You
So
like
very interested. And I can't wait for that.
Let's talk about real quick about your role as Sean in Lost Man Found.
So Sean was. No one heard my voice crack. So Sean is one of my favorite roles. Not because mainly because it was a fun experience altogether, but it's because I got to go to Japan, which,
Oh,
well, is Japan.
Yeah,
So like, you know, and
that's the number one place I want to go.
it yes, it
it's
is the
amazing.
one place I want to go back. And if you do end up going, Tokyo Tower, hole in the wall sushi, and Pokemon cards, main things you gotta get. Also, if you're gonna go and you have like 2 months in advance, try to get to Disney World. It is sold out almost every single day.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely gonna be like 4 hour lines, but I mean,
Never.
no.
Japan's amazing. I've been there years ago, and I went to go see the Yakamoto Giants play, and I went on the roller coaster, and I went to the ramen museum, and it was just amazing. And Japan is one place like I really do want to go back over there because it's just
Yeah.
and the Sega arcade museum when he had it was like a 5-story arcade. It's freaking
Wow.
so good. It's gone now, but it's so
Oh.
rad.
I'm sad now.
I would melt if I went there. I don't know.
So you went to Japan to go film it, and how long were you in Japan for?
6 or 5. So 2.5 months to 3 months. So
Oh,
you were
wow.
there a good amount of time.
Yeah, that's a decent amount of time to be in
It
Japan.
was a wait, what?
That's a decent amount of time to be in Japan.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a new experience for me. And funny story, I actually did it. I skipped my 3rd grade and did it again the next year.
Yeah.
So, which yeah, that's fine. But I'm now doing a different program, which I can work ahead, and I'm hoping to finish 6th grade early to then start 7th grade to then get back on track.
Yeah. You know what? You went to Japan. It was worth it. I can imagine.
Hmm.
So you did the right thing.
Japan.
That's
Just
right.
That's good. Yeah. All right. Let's get into weapons now.
Okay.
So tell us how you
Jack
led up into
Krager's
that.
weapons.
Whew. Okay. Weapons was the longest filming I've ever done. At a whooping 10 weeks, I was filming for a supporting character.
Yeah.
Which, wow. I've never filmed for that long. Now, to be fair, it wasn't like every day I was on set for, 5 days a week. It was like maybe I was on set for like 3 to 4 days a week, and and just like every so often my mom would wake me up, "Hey Luke, it's time to go film weapons." And I'm like, "Just give me 5 minutes. I want to slide." But it's fine. Now, you know. Now I did meet my best friend Carrie Christopher on set, which hello, because me and Carrie are now best friends.
Yeah.
Like, it isn't even funny how friends we are. We talk almost every day. Every day. But I lost my phone in LA, so we can't really talk every day.
Yeah.
Which, if anyone's listening and they're in LA and you're at the Avis car rental, the big one with the big, big building, it's a very damaged iPhone 12 mini.
Please return it.
I'm just saying. Which, and when I mean damaged, I mean
Destroyed.
it's not like, I mean, if you plug it in, it'll probably work, but like,
That screen's not
repairing
working.
it would be more expensive than just buying a new phone. So,
Yeah.
basically, it's totaled, but it's fine. It's still a phone.
If
But
anyone's
I
getting
don't really
back,
care.
and if the screen is all cracked up and like looks like spider webs, you can say it's a Spider-Man edition. See? Problem solved.
That's the worst, dude. That's when you like slide your finger across your iPhone and it cuts your finger up because it's all cracked up. That's like the worst feeling you can have.
Hey, but it gives a character, okay? Leave it alone.
It's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. Like, pieces of glass aren't coming off. It's just, hey, Claire, catch this. Catch what? Oopsie, sorry. You know, kind of like that. 10
Yeah.
times.
How's your experience working with Josh Brolin?
So Josh Brolin is, well, first of all, we're being able to work with such a legend
Yeah.
at such a young age is
Yep.
crazy. Now, he was such a nice guy, but probably one of my favorite highlighted moments was at the very last scene when he picks me up and we walk off.
Hmm.
Every single one of the kids, when I came back, were like, "You were you were carried by Josh Brolin. Can I shake your hand? Can I get your autograph? Can I like touch your hand? Ah! You know, which which was hilarious already. And I mean,
That's
Josh Brolin was
amazing.
super nice. He was very funny. I interviewed him once, and then started the conversation by telling everyone in the world that he was the bus driver. Which, what? He was joking. And then he started, interviewing me, interviewing me.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, and he asked, "What's my favorite question?" And I say, "Huh," or not my favorite question, my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Someone please help me. My favorite movie. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I say something random, like, I don't know, like something, anything. Inside Out. How about that? We're gonna go with that. And then he's like, "What about superhero movie? What about super villain movie? What about a big purple supervillain?" You know, he's trying to get me to say
Yeah.
those. But I thought on a DC set or a Warner Brothers set, which, you know, I couldn't talk about these other companies. So I'm
Yeah.
like, Liz Luver, uh, purple super villain?
Where's the purple suit?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, you know, I'm just saying these random things
The
because I
Joker?
didn't know. And I knew what he wanted to. I knew what he wanted. So I'm like, ah, you know, so.
One thing I have to know is there an outtake when I'm like, yeah, yeah. Um, was there an outtake where like he's carrying you away and he snaps his finger like that?
um, well, sort of. So he didn't get carried away, but in one of the scenes, in his dream, he was following after me, and
Yeah.
I walked into the thing. I wasn't looking. He actually falls down and does a full-on 360 barrel roll, completely down, and then does a super like then finishes off with like a and then continues going. And that's why he kind of shuffles down, just so you know. That's why he. Now I'm
That's good.
frustrated because they didn't keep that in the script. Like,
Yeah.
odd. Or not the script. They didn't keep it. Oh, they didn't keep that scene. I'm like, but it's fine.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
How long were you filming the scene where you kids are standing in the basement? How long did that actually take? Because like I can imagine that must be like frustrating just to stand still until you get these shots correct.
So, actually, most of the kids had stand-ins. So that was nice. And like, you know, they would, huh? And I had a stand-in.
Hmm.
Huh? Oh, they didn't? Oh, I thought they did. I'm sorry. And so when they would pan on one side, they would sit there, and then and so basically, at one scene where he comes down, they would, for the lighting, they would do it in groups. So they not all of them had to stand at the same time, and once they're about to film it, they all go there, and they all stand. And there's a couple basement scenes, and all of it took about 2 weeks to
Yeah.
film.
Because I
And
know this.
here's the thing. It was hard trying not to laugh at Carrie because we were like good friends there, and I'm just
Yeah.
here, and Carrie's just,
Yeah. Yeah. That scene where he's feeding you soup.
I was
yeah.
gonna ask
Now
you
here's
that.
the thing. Why did he just go? Like, come on.
That's what I was gonna ask next. It's like, 'cause I know there's that scene where Alex, the character, he's feeding you the chicken in the soup, and it's just like all over your face.
Somebody wanted me to ask you that. So like, how many times did they have to film that scene? of him, over and over again.
Twice, only
Oh,
twice. They
that's
only had me
okay.
filming him. He
Oh, you
only.
got lucky.
What do you mean, lucky? I
Because
mean,
it could have been worse. Could have been like 20 shots of him trying to put soup in your mouth. That would have been horrible.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god. Imagine. Holy moly.
The end of the movie when you kids were how was the experience of running on set when you're running after laddies at the bit? Because watching it looked amazing and
Yep.
it looked fun as hell. It just looked like a really fun outgoing scene.
So here's what happened. Okay. Some of the scenes where, if any scene where a character breaks a window, something falls, or anything like stunt, first they will record the stunt doubles,
Yeah,
then they will record us, and then
yeah,
they would put it on top of each other, which that was really cool.
yeah.
So, and so at the very start, we were running out, we were jumping out. Now we didn't break the windows, but we did get to jump out in general,
Mm-hmm,
which that was still fun.
mm-hmm,
All that stuff, and we were going and all that stuff. And now the cool thing is that no ADR. There was no ADR on my side.
mm-hmm.
So maybe some of the other kids had ADR, but I don't know. And, because all of it was directly from that one scene. So it was legitimate,
Yeah.
talking. Man, someone help me. And so then the and now the thing is now. And in one scene where we're breaking through the house and like Gladys goes in and like and then all that stuff, and then the family's like what's going on and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was filmed again, like, except every person was like filmed separate, or the group. So like the family was, because I'd never met that family. I never knew, like, I don't know, I'd never met them. So then the stunt doubles went, broke the glass and all that stuff, and then we went again. And I ran so fast that Zach was like, "Hey, you're doing great, buddy, but you're kind of running over one of our invisible people. You're gonna have to slow down just a tad bit." And I'm like, "Oh, so that's how they're doing it? Okay, thank you." Which was pretty fun.
Yeah. That sounds amazing.
And then,
How
oh yeah, sorry.
go?
So then at the very end, where I hope everyone's seen the movie, or
Yeah.
you
I
know,
seen,
we're
I seen it I saw it like 3 times.
I saw
Hey,
twice.
same! I've seen it 3 times. Look at that. So one at the world premiere, one at the AMC theater near downtown Atlanta, and one at my down the road theater from us, which pretty good. Now, so oh yeah, thank you. So we were pulling her apart, but before we did any scene, very start, it was fitting and stuff. They brought everybody into the back of the into this back of the church, and they're like, "Okay, you got to make sure you don't flinch when we spray this red stuff on you." And so they take this like this firefighter's hose, and it was like heavy because like this guy was just like ah. And then when they sprayed, it was like over a pound of like red liquid
Yeah.
being sprayed on you. And it's funny because church was in session, and these kids in the back playing yard are just playing around, and they just see these kids blah, 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 and all that stuff. So, of course we did have these like ponchos that they put our clothes in and all that stuff, and we just stand there, which I found funny.
So did they do the same thing with with that scene in particular? Did they do the same thing with like the doubles where it's not you guys actually pulling it? Oh, so it was you guys. Okay.
We pulled it. Now the stunt doubles were there,
Yeah.
but they hit it really well. They hit him really well. So there were 5 total stunt doubles. So,
Okay.
which were really cool. In the first shot, the person tackled her. I think the person tackling her was stunned. double, and
Mhm.
then they replaced her with a normal kid,
Yeah.
and then they go "Ah, blah, 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 blah," and all that stuff, and then the second scene or the second shot of that scene is us being divided in different groups, one's on each limb and the head, and
Hmm.
we're all going fighting over it, and then kabam, plop, blam, and the thing is that the uh there was a dummy that actually came apart
Yeah.
and
Okay.
red liquid sprayed out of its like organs or parts when they come off. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. I'm fine with blood being on my face. I'm fine with being sprayed of blood, but if it comes out of something,
It's a whole lot different. Yeah.
sorry guys. I'm out of here.
As you were tearing this dummy apart, was Amy Madigan watching this happen as like she was like watching kind of like herself get torn apart?
she she did watch it. She was next. She was sitting in the chair because right before, or not sitting in the chair because right before the scene we did that, she got tackled. Which
Yeah.
yeah, which she got tackled like 5 times.
Did she?
Yeah, which man, getting tackled in something 5 times is another whole thing.
I was wondering that because she's a pretty good in that movie. She could run, and I was like, this chick could run right now. So did she run that whole thing? Did she do all that running?
Yeah, so she did all that running, but it was all separate or in
Okay.
different groups, you know? So,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
one scene we filmed this running, the next scene we filmed that running, and that stuff. Now, I thought, like, how would this be funny? The camera can barely see us. And
Yeah.
why are we focusing on a lawnmower guy?
Yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
the movie. Humorous laughter. Humorous laughter. Humorous laughter. You know what I mean? So, it's
Yeah.
that stuff. You know?
I mean, I laughed as soon as I saw the lawnmower guy. I'm like, why is this dude being filmed? And all of a sudden, you see all this. You see her first, and then you see all the kids. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I get it.
It gives that
Like,
comic effect to it. So, but it worked beautifully the
yes,
way they
it
did it.
worked. It worked, and that's
I
what
mean,
matters.
the movie itself is just fantastic.
Hmm.
I was so excited with so much of the movie. I mean, as soon as I saw Josh Brolin on there, I was like, oh, and then just everything after that just fell into piece. And I'm like, this movie is just so good.
Because
I've
they
been
kept him
recommending it
hitting
to
him.
everybody.
I didn't know he was even going to be in it until they showed
My role
Archer's
was a
part.
secret. My role was a secret. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
How was it working with Julia Garner?
so I actually didn't realize how big Julia Gardner was. I
Yeah.
thought she was mostly known for her gardens. That was a joke and a pun. I'm just saying that was a joke and a pun. But then I actually looked at what she's done, and okay, yeah,
Yeah.
she's done a lot. So yeah, and she's just so nice. She's amazing. She's just amazing in every way. Because in one of my scenes, we had a couple lines that we had to do and together. She's like, "Hey, guy," then she invited us into her trailer
Yeah.
there, and we wrote over lines. Even though mine's like, "It was a joke." Oh my god! And the scene, and that scene is the pencil
The
flicking.
pencil, yeah.
Oh,
My
yeah.
famous scene. Go bam. Now, the pencil was actually made out of foam, so it wasn't like a real pencil. And
Mhm.
I remember the AD was like, "This pencil is worth $1 billion. Do not touch," or anything like that. Which, I don't know why she said that, but it must have worked. 'Cause no one tried to touch that pencil.
Yeah.
But
That's
I had a
pretty
nice
cool.
photo to like, 'cause you're such a nice kid, like you're just so much full of energy and everything. But so I feel to like to play like a bully type of character.
Did a good job
So
at it.
it's kind of funny how like frustrated and annoyed and mean I can get, even though I may, or no, I may be like but like if I get in character, my character's like, "Ugh, I hate life," or whatever,
Yeah.
I can get into that character. There's just some reason why. I don't know why.
It's the part of the job. But yeah, you do a fantastic job on that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You played a
That
good
was so
role in that.
convinced.
Because even when I watched it, I was like, dude, this kid is something else, man. I was like, but that's cool. I mean, like you got to have like a lifetime experience of working with some great actors and actresses, You know, like Julia Garner came from Ozark. Josh Brolin played Thanos. Amy Madeline, I'm really not familiar with some of her stuff,
But
but
she's a great actor. She,
yeah, so I guess she
huh?
did Field of Dreams. Uncle, yeah,
Field of-
she's Uncle Buck.
yeah, like I actually surprisingly have not watched Field of Dreams.
You gotta watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it a baseball movie? Wait, first, is it baseball?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mom,
Kind
that's
of.
the next watch list.
that's something that you need to watch. And Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck's a classic, dude.
Well, when he's a little bit older, right? I
Uncle
think.
Buck is like 1989.
Yeah, but I think it's a little. He has to be a little bit older for that. I think.
Yeah, it's still a classic movie.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
an
yeah, for
80s
sure.
movie. Let's put it that
John
way.
Candy. You gotta check out some John Candy stuff at the
Yeah,
appropriate age.
Okay,
you'll get there.
all right, I'll get there
So he's
one.
So
working. He's working in horror movies.
yeah, sure. What's going on? Like, what's gonna be happening next for you? Like, besides, I mean, acting, do you have like more aspirations for other things?
So, I mean, I'm thinking of being on my free time doing like some developing. Like, I know Python and Lua, and maybe just on my free time I would do some developing. I have a couple game ideas, so you
Yeah.
never know. Maybe that'll be the next on my resume.
What's your plans for school in the future? Like when you go to college,
Oh,
have you thought about? I know you thought about things you want to do because I could see like you have really big aspirations and you have dreams, and I could really tell that. And you know what are you looking forward to doing with your future?
so acting, first of all, acting.
Yeah,
But I just don't know about college.
You
I
got
mean, if
time.
it's an acting college.
Yeah.
No,
I
now,
mentioned it because you brought up video game designing. That's why.
no, I have been thinking of storm chasing. That's something else I can do, like tornado chasing,
Yeah,
main storm chasing, which like they may do it just for like some people may do it just for like a YouTube video or something, but when you realize what they're actually doing, they're documenting the tornado, which helps different sites know what tornadoes are, how they form.
yeah,
Right now, tornado warning, you have 3 minutes until it's in your area. Like in the future, 15 minutes. You know, twisters? That's what they're saying is completely true. If we figure out the exact thing that needs to happen in a tornado, so what we need to do, here's just what we need to do. We need to moderate a storm that has a potential chance of a tornado. And if it does form a tornado, then we need to do a comparity check to see if it does against a cell that even if it has a potential doesn't form. We can then take the numbers and see if there's something different. That can tell us what needs to happen for a tornado to form. But
hmm
I'm just saying future stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, or if I'm just a secret mastermind, who knows? Probably not. I just watched too much movies. Um,
smart. You're a smart kid,
thank you.
especially for your age. So you're from Georgia, right? Athens.
Yes, so I was born in Athens, Georgia, in a tornado, literally in a tornado.
That's why you
There
know.
was a tornado in the area at the time that I was spawn point into life. So,
It's in your blood.
literally.
Well, I'm glad we live in California. We don't really have to deal with that. So, but yeah. Well, how about like aspirations for like directing or something like that?
So I kind of do want to do directing. Like I think directing would be fun.
Mhm.
Now I would love to do it with someone I know, like maybe Ella Grace Hilton, which we might do a movie together. We don't know. And we just talk a lot about stuff and like I would like to do directing. I really would. It would be fun being like blah, 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 and all that stuff and seeing your actual movie come together, which would be really cool.
Yeah. Do you have a? Is there like any particular movie or film that you want to be in the future?
Anything that has action and I can do my own stunts.
Okay.
Yes. So if it has action, if I can do my own stunts, and if it has dogs, then I'm good.
Right
'Cause I
on.
love dogs. I love dogs.
Yeah,
Because doggies are just, I love dogs. I have 3 of them, and I love them.
I know
I'm more
doggies
of a
are
cat.
amazing.
I'm a cat person, but I do like dogs too, though. I don't hate dogs. I just
I
Mhm.
like I like dogs, cats, and raccoons. I think raccoons are extremely fascinating.
Raccoons?
yeah, they're jerks,
That's
but they're cool.
random.
Raccoons are fascinating creatures. They got
Yeah,
opposable thumbs.
Trash.
They could do things. They could do things that people could do, and I just think they're fantastic
But
and they're just
like,
fascinating.
they like eating trash. Okay, they're just like, ooh, trash can. Me go ruin. Ba 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 ba. Like raccoons.
I would love a pet raccoon. If I
Wait,
if
no,
I
listen,
if
wait.
I could get a baby raccoon and just raise it, it'll
I
it'll,
mean,
it'll be a fantastic
I
thing.
can see you doing that too.
but like,
I
listen.
could, dude.
Okay,
I
here's
would. I
what's
would
funny.
in a heartbeat.
Here's something funny. Okay. I like dogs. I like cats. I like raccoons. Like dogs, cats, and then out of the blue, raccoons. Out of
Raccoons,
the blue, out of
always,
the blue.
always. Next time you see me, I'll have a baby raccoon right here on my shoulder.
You know,
Hopefully. I mean,
right?
I
I
do.
would
I mean,
I would
yeah.
pay to see that, dude.
Just wait. We'll just keep waiting. Watch. It'll happen. So I know you probably can't even talk about this because it's in a future movie, but I saw something that Josh Brolin dropped a hint that there's going to be a Weapons 2. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I know he said something about it. And I'm
Oh,
wondering if you know anything that I'm talking about.
I can say something that I have no idea. I've never heard about this weapons too, but I would
Okay.
love to be in it. Hands down, I'd love to be in it.
Yeah, I saw a thing on Facebook about it, and he was talking about it. And I know Josh Brolin likes to talk about stuff. He gets really excited about things. So
Oh,
I was
I
like,
like it. I mean, I guess like fake dad, like fake son. I love talking about things too.
Now, do you have a list of horror films that you might want to see in the future?
No, not really. I mean, I'm basically in the baby steps of getting into horror. I know I've seen weapons, but like,
yeah,
I don't really, have watched anything besides weapons. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
if you count Jurassic Park as a horror movie, then that's something else.
yeah.
But,
I do. I count Jurassic Park as a horror movie because I think it's scary. You got dinosaurs chasing after you, eating you.
Oh,
For
they're not
me,
my favorite. Yeah,
that is a horror movie. That's considered horror.
yeah. It's basically it.
It is, dude. It totally
Yeah,
is. And the Lost World? Oh man, it's even worse. When they're in the long grass. Dude, that's the
yeah.
scariest stuff I ever seen in my life.
uh-huh. Yeah,
Would you-
like, imagine just being in you're exploring this place, okay? And there's this tall grass out of nowhere.
yeah.
A raptor.
Just sucking
How
you
you
up.
doing?
Yeah.
Like it could just sneak up on you in the grass. That needs to be a scene, okay? This person's like exploring this place and in this big grass moving on thing, and the raptor just goes, and then it cuts right as he like and
I would never even go near any tall grass. I'm like, I'm good. I'm just gonna walk around.
I know every movie that has tall grass in it is not good. Like
it's not.
Jeepers
It's not.
Creepers in the tall grass in Jurassic
If there's
Park.
tall grass,
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
tall grass, you're
It's
Yeah,
tall
done.
grass.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. With all the traveling you did, what's been your favorite food that you've liked to eat so far?
Sushi.
I knew you were gonna say that because of Japan.
Sushi. Oh wait, do you guys like sushi?
Yeah.
Sushi. Sushi. Sushi.
Sushi. Sushi.
Sushi. Sushi.
And,
I just
and
had sushi this lunch.
I know what being in Japan and having sushi in Japan was like amazing, and I've never had anything close to it
Nope.
since being back in the States.
Yeah.
I've found one restaurant over here in the Bay Area. It's called Orinci's, and it's been the closest I've had to Japanese ramen.
So, ramen. I didn't have the ramen there.
You didn't have the ramen?
No.
You
I
missed
didn't
out.
have the ramen.
You missed out. You got to go back and get that next time. If you go back to Japan, go to the ramen museum.
There's a ramen museum.
There's a ramen museum.
There has to be a sushi museum.
There probably is. There's a ramen museum, which is it's underground, but the way they made a city underground with different restaurants from different cultures of Japanese food with different types of ramen, and you get like 5 tickets, and you can use them at each restaurant to get a bowl and try it. It's amazing. It's so awesome. You gotta check it out.
Is this like in Tokyo, near Tokyo?
It's kind of near Tokyo, yeah.
Mom.
You can't miss it. In the front of the building has this giant bowl with these fake noodles going up and down into the bowl. It's so cool.
That's cool. Oh my god.
Well, if I have to go, I'm gonna check it out.
You have to check it out.
I'm definitely gonna have to check out. David, I'm so sorry. We're talking about this deliciousness, and you've never been.
I know. I'm all left out.
so
I'm all
sorry,
sad.
bro. I'm sorry.
Dude,
Man,
Japan is
one day.
amazing. They got
One
the
day.
ramen museum, and they got a cup noodle museum too.
The Pokemon, I pulled some of the best Pokemon I've ever had from there.
Did you?
Now, I am a Pokemon collector, and if you don't know what pulled means, it's like opening a pack and getting it out. You pull it out of the pack, which, oh my goodness, I got some great stuff. And Japanese is cool, but getting it from Japan,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because there isn't I almost said, okay, authenticness.
Yeah.
Authenticate. Okay, I can't speak. To it, so like if you order it here in the States, it won't be as good if you order it in Japan. So there's there's a difference. Even if you get it from these sketchy sites that are like, we totally sell Japanese Pokemon cards for super cheap price, guaranteed to have an EX, GX, and blah blah blah, like that.
Yeah. It's all bootleg.
That's
You're in a
like kind of
Pokemon.
like
Are you
Readers,
all?
too.
Oh, go on, David.
I'm just saying they get everything comes out the first anyway. So like, you're when you're there, you're getting everything as it is, like that day. So, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's no pack released when I first got there because that was during COVID, so they kind of stopped because of COVID. So that sucked.
You know what you should try being? Because I'm looking at your energy. Oh my god, you would be such a great character in One Piece. You would.
I've heard of One Piece. I've played a game based off of One Piece, but what do you mean?
Because all the characters of One Piece have high energy.
I mean, I think I have very small amounts of energy, though. I don't know. I think I'm very non-energetic.
You have high positive energy, and it's awesome.
I see it.
From talking to you now, it's amazing from seeing you in Weapons because you don't get to express the energy that you naturally have now. But in Weapons you get to express the other side of you, which is being a bad kid in school. So it's just it's just the flip is it's amazing.
Yeah.
So
do you play the Pokemon games as well, or just collect the cards?
Yeah, so I'm
trading
in
card
the
game?
process of playing Let's Go Pikachu. I'm almost finished.
okay.
I'm level 56 on each Pokemon, I think.
Are you playing Pokemon Go?
Yeah, Let's Go Pikachu. No, Pikachu. Let's Go Pikachu. Like Switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Pokemon Go on your phone?
I used to, and then I lost my account, even though I had a Charizard.
That's what happened to me. Same thing. I used to play Pokemon Go all the time, and I evolved everything, and I had like every single original Pokemon, and I got locked out of my iPhone account. I had to make a new one, and I lost all of my Pokemon, and I just
still
stopped.
have mine.
Ah,
Yeah.
same
I
thing.
got
too.
yeah, he starts Mega too, so pretty sweet.
Oh man, at least we all have something in common.
You know how long it took me to get a Gyarados? You know, it's-
Oh my
Well, me too.
goodness. You don't understand how long it took me to get my Charizard. I
yeah.
literally had it up at least 8 hours a day trying to get a Charizard, and it took me almost 3 months. 8 hours per day, 3 months. Like, oh my goodness.
I used to go
And
to sleep.
then I got a Charizard, and I had one Master Ball for it. I missed my Master Ball.
It's awful.
Luckily, I did catch it on an Ultra Ball though. So
Yeah, lucky.
yeah, I am very lucky. I'm still really upset that I missed my Master Ball, and I was flat ground. I was ready. Swipe.
Curved off.
You did.
I was really upset because I found that Master Ball, and that's the only way I've found that Master Ball. And it took me forever to get it back.
Yeah.
But then because there is at my local feeder there is a mega like spinny point there,
hmm
but not anymore because they took it down.
Do you spin the ball when you used to play? Did you
Yeah,
spin the ball? Yeah.
I always spin. It gives
You
me
gotta
luck.
get those points, dude. You gotta get those,
Yeah, I
those
always
curveball
get
points.
points. It
Yeah.
gives me points.
Those curveball
And it
points.
gives me luck. It gives me luck too. As long as
Yeah.
it doesn't
It
curve away.
helps. If you curve that thing and you hit that Pokemon, it does help catch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does. I scientifically did not prove that, but it does.
People don't think that. People really don't think that, but it really does help.
I feel
I
like it
know
does
the
too.
code. I could go into the code and look. I could go into the code and check it for myself. You know, at this point, I could go into the code and check it for myself if I get access to the code, which I probably won't here anytime soon.
The main thing with weapons was that was, again, amazing, and I had to watch it twice. You had to watch it 3 times. I just am so blown away by it.
Each
Um,
time I watched it, I enjoyed it just as much as the first time. So
Same here.
yeah, it's
Same
one of
amount
those like
left.
those just there's like there's horror films that are like extremely gory and like it's just like one gore fest after another, and you're just kind of like, well, there's not really much else besides that, and then like,
Yep.
but this movie was just so grounded, and like the stories from every point of view was just like
Which
captivating.
I love that. I love
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I was
love
just
how it's so like, you know, like it's just. Hmm? I love
oh,
how every different perspective slowly goes to each different person.
yeah.
right.
You know,
Because
It's,
I
like
felt like I
it's
felt like
really
if it
eye
was a
opening.
straight shot, I feel like if it was a straight shot, like if it wasn't filmed that way, the movie wouldn't have turned out like as good.
oh no,
No,
You know?
not at all.
not
There was so much character build and development, and it all tied it together into one piece, and
if
that's
only
what made that.
Matthew.
That's what made that movie.
If only Matthew was had that.
I know. Yeah. Hopefully they make another one. They give you your own one.
And then Matthew then starts being able to talk and then tells exactly how it does.
Because
And then
I feel like you deserve your own role because your name was used a lot in that movie.
yeah,
It was.
Matthew,
What?
Matthew,
Yeah.
Matthew.
Josh Brolin, he was using your name up. So I feel, hopefully if they make a Weapons 2, that you do get your own chapter in that. That'll be great.
I mean, you can say like if you're in a movie, you can say like a character's name 500 times, but like even like something. I don't know. Okay, I was going to go somewhere with this. Not anymore.
Well, you were such a big plot point. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully if there is a sequel, you definitely get something, more because we want to see more.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to see more, you can go to my IMDb and see what's coming in.
Yeah,
Well, that for
we're
sure, yeah.
definitely going to keep an eye out for your new 4 features that you were talking about. So we will definitely be watching when those
I'm
come
gonna
out.
watch your short tomorrow. Your short tomorrow. It drops
Yeah,
tomorrow,
that's
right?
exciting. It's a horror film, actually, but
Yeah.
it's not. But it's a short film, and honestly, it's a really good short film. I watched it, and it was my first ever short film, which
Okay.
pretty good. There's a first for everything. Huh? I was 7. I thought I was 8. I was 7 years old when I did it. So 2 years, which is surprising. I did a movie, or I did a TV show with Steven Spielberg
Yeah,
before I did something. Before I did a short film.
yeah.
That's uncalled for. I mean, that's not uncalled for, but that's wild.
I'm just saying, okay.
It's just crazy how things happen to work out like that.
Mhm.
And you
Well,
didn't even
then
know who Spielberg was.
the Steven Spielberg movie did get me eventually to more agents, managers, and all that stuff, and then it just opened a whole new world for me.
Yeah,
Now, funny story. My mom originally said, "This is going nowhere." Here I am, 7 years later. I'm talking and being interviewed. I'm being asked questions. I was on the red carpet.
yeah.
Hello.
You
Number
happen to
one
be
in
in
theaters.
one of the biggest movies that are out right now. It's grossing
It,
a lot of money too.
isn't it still number one?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still number one. It got 40 million opening weekend, 70 worldwide, 120 the next week, 200 total so far. 200
yeah.
million.
It's a big movie.
It's,
Because when that trailer first came out, you didn't even know what it was about.
yeah.
Hmm.
And then it just blew up, and it turned out to be this masterpiece of a movie that came
Yeah,
out good.
like
And I can't wait for Zach Krager. I heard that Zach Krager is gonna make a Resident Evil movie,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
and I really hope that happens because I know there's gonna be a new one coming out next year. I saw it. I saw the thing for it, and I believe Zach Krager is going to direct it because I know he was talking about he wants to direct the next Resident Evil movie. So maybe you talk to him, and you could be in that right there.
You should.
There, yes, we should do that. No, I
You
should do
should do that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if
Oh,
you guys want to hop along, sure,
Yeah,
I'll
take
bring
me
you
with you.
too.
Take me with you. I could
uh,
travel.
so real quick before we head out, but like, so when you get the permission to start playing like more like violent video games, you should definitely play Resident Evil, like the originals. They are terrifying.
Yeah, they're great
Okay.
games. They
Yeah,
got good story. The storylines on those games are amazing, to be honest.
yeah.
Oh, I love storylines. I
Yeah,
love storylines. Like if I play a game and it has a storyline, I have it memorized in the back of my head, the entire thing.
yeah.
So yeah, I just love storylines. I
It's
I love the
Resident.
plot to it, and I love changing the stories in my head. Like when I go to sleep, I have a active imagination. So if I close my eyes, I can picture anything in the world. Literally the Eiffel Tower, Josh Brolin, anyone, anything, anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah,
So literally. And so sometimes what I do is I take a game or a video game or anything storyline and I alternate it a little bit. And then again. Until
yeah,
it's a completely new thing. Voila. You know?
yeah.
Have you thought about writing?
I have, yeah. I have thought about writing. I've wrote a lot. And so, I might actually do right. Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
get back into that because I'm a no, not, I wouldn't call myself a writer, but I've written things, in the past, and every now and then I'll go back and forth and write more. But it's fun. It opens your mind to a lot of things, a lot of stories, different worlds. I mean, it's
You can
definitely
express a
cool
lot on
like
paper.
path to take. Well, yeah, but also I use my laptop and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah. Anywho, we spent a lot of your time, and we definitely
No, it's
appreciate
fine.
it.
My mom probably does. Or my mom probably cares. I don't.
We had such a like it was such a pleasure to just talk
It
with you,
was.
and
This
yeah,
this was a wonderful interview, and we truly appreciate you and your mom taking the time to talk to us nobodies over here.
Oh, come on.
right.
Just a
But
couple old Joes talking about horror movies,
I'm actually
Yeah,
watching
going
I
to
mean,
work
I
right
love
now, so
talking about stuff. I love talking about stuff. I love being on I anything, and I'm just shining in these type of things. Hair
yeah.
flip, hair flip, hair flip, hair flip. Okay.
I'm going to work in 10 minutes. So
Oh, oh.
like I literally have to just drive to work right after this. But I'm like, they already know I'm late. I'm like, I'm like, oh, you know what? If I don't even show up today, like I don't even care. Like this is way more important than anything else, you know. Um,
You might get fired, but nah.
nah, they won't fire
You
me.
gotta talk with us. Stop.
This guy's he's been there way too long and he's gonna get fired.
Yeah, they're not gonna fire me. My soul belongs to that company. Okay, so
Yeah, it
I'm
really
sorry.
it
Just saying.
does. But no,
um,
all seriously, we had a great time talking to you, and we appreciate every single moment that you had with us.
and we know that you're gonna have just an amazing career, and you already do.
Yeah,
But we know that you're gonna reach like incredible heights, and we're excited to see that because you know you have so much potential to keep growing and to show us more. So we're excited to see all that stuff in the future.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you take off.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you so
check out
much.
your short tomorrow, and then
Thank
you
you.
know see how it goes from there.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a pretty good one.
so for those that you know follow the channel and our accounts and everything, I am well, I got two accounts, Cali underscore DTO or Beyond the underscore Ether on the IG.
Mm-hmm.
And what you got?
You can see me on Instagram, Bay Area Creep. That's it. That's all. I just got my Instagram. You know, you catch us on Spotify at Beyond Ether. Do we have an Apple? Did you have the
Yeah,
start the
we have
Apple one?
an Apple podcast. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we got Apple Podcasts, and we got YouTube. So check us out. You know, we're on there.
All
Oh,
right, thank you.
and our email was at buku2025 at gmail.com.
2025 at Gmail. Yeah.
All
All right.
right. Hopefully you don't
Well,
put that in the actual video. Now everyone's gonna spam email you. Hee!
Luke, did you want to say anything before we take off?
Thank you so much for inviting me. I love doing these interviews, and
Our
I'd love
pleasure.
to do more.
Our pleasure.
Well, if you do more horror films in the future, we might actually hit you up. So,
Yeah,
Yep.
sure, why not?
all right. Again, thanks again, and again, all the success in the world to you. So,
Thank
have a
you.
wonderful day. Bye, guys.